So today we're going to talk about tripods. I've been wanting something that's lightweight, easy to tow around, lug around with you in the airport, something that's not going to scream tripod, light, inexpensive, something that just works. So we did some research and I found them. Smallrig. We have the AP-01 and the AP-02. Did I get that right? Yeah. AP-01 and the AP-02. Let's open these up and get into it. These are some of my tripods. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one holding my camera up now. It's expensive. Please help me support my addiction and subscribe. This was my first real tripod. The Ikoto carbon fiber. Worked really well. You guys know I like to do a lot of adventure stuff. I travel, I backpack, so I like to bring my camera with me. I like to take photography of whatever it is, wildlife, nature, just whatever. So I like to have my camera with me. And when you're backpacking, you want to stay light. And that's why I chose the carbon fiber version of this. They do also make a aluminum, or as they say in Europe, aluminium version of this. I just happen to have both. I do have the aluminum version. Now, why do I have both? Well, because over time, I can't see you guys, over time, the carbon fiber version has these little twist legs. They kind of gave out. So I might have turned it a little too hard here and there. The O-rings inside popped out. Just had a lot of issues with it. I fixed it, moved some of the upper pieces down to the bottom. You can order pieces, but I just got tired of it. I didn't want it anymore. It was kind of a pain. After fixing that several times, I got tired of it. And I found out the aluminum version is not that much heavier than the carbon fiber version. As a matter of fact, I think it was about the same. This version, although, does have the levers, which I like way more. I know some of you guys like the twist lock on them, and I get it, but they just kept messing up on me. So I've never had any issues with the lever versions of this, even the plastic ones. Folded down to the max, you can get this at about 19 inches. How you do that? You have to pull this up. Flip these around. And that should be roughly 19 inches. However, you still got to twist this to get it right and make sure everything kind of falls in the right. It's girthy. It's pretty big. So putting this in your backpack, walking down the airport, not fun. Not fun at all. But it works. Now, yes, I looked at the Peak design. However, I'm not made of money. $600 is a lot. I believe it's actually $650. $650 is a lot of money for a tripod. Not a fan of that. Carbon fiber, great. It looks cool. It's compact. The weight is great on it. They also make an aluminium version, however you want to pronounce that. That is about $380. Still, it's a lot for a tripod, especially a travel tripod. I just kept looking and I found it. I found the perfect tripod. Let me grab those. The Smallrig AP-01 and AP-02. These things are a dream. So they're both very similar. So I actually already opened this one, the AP-01. Let's take a look at the AP-02. So Smallrig is a really well trusted company. It's been around for a while and people love them. They use them for cages. They do a lot of small parts, a lot of ball heads. They're very innovative and they do a great job. So comes in a little plastic bag. You get a little gel silica. You also get a plate, and it's toolless, so it's got a little lever with it. It also has a little space where you can actually put a coin and lock it down if you need to. It does have a few locks, so you don't have to worry about your camera slipping off. It comes with a few extra feet and some Allen wrenches to do adjustments on the tripod. It does come with this little bag. this is it. The AP01 and the AP02 are very similar. There's only a few differences. Here is the AP01. Let's go over the differences first. They look identical. You'll notice one's a little bit taller than the other. Other than that, almost identical. There is a little silver knob here. That's the biggest difference. What that does is it actually has a centerpiece here, where the AP01 does not. Look how tiny those things are. They're so light. They both have the flip lever legs, which I prefer. So I'm very happy they went with that. They are plastic, which is the downside. However, I'm okay with it. They seem very sturdy. That's about it for adjustment on this. You stretch out the levers, or you stretch these out. They telescope, and you get a certain height, max. This one will do the exact same thing. However, you can twist this and pull this up and extend even further. So you can get a little more out of this one. Now, I don't have a $600 peak design, so let's Photoshop one in. Now that we have one in there, let's take a look at the maximum height of each of these. Max heights on all these, we have AP01, 50.8 inches, AP02, 62.6, and the Photoshopped peak design at 60 inches even. The little feet do actually have some rubber, so it doesn't slip on you. And it does work really well on concrete. Now, I mentioned I like the outdoor stuff, so if you pull these little feet off, you have a spike, a metal spike, so it can dig into the dirt and, lock in outdoors. It's really neat because it almost seems like they know me. They know I'm going to lose this. So that's why they add 3 more little rubber feet to the package. However, I actually use the Peak Designs clip, and so I don't like to take that off my camera. So everything I have, all my tripods, have to work with it. So I tried it on here with the Arca Swiss that comes with the Peak Design clip, and it works perfect. So it doesn't lock with that. However, it still works perfect. You do actually have bubble level here, and then you have a bubble level on the top on both. Now, the Peak Design, the carbon fiber version is $650. The aluminum version is $380. The APL1 that does not have the center piece that extends out a little further is actually $110. This one, the APO2, is $140. A whole lot less expensive than your Peak Designs. They still have everything you need. You can loosen this up. It still pans. You can actually loosen this up and tilt or do whatever you like. It's very smooth. You can even buy separate heads for this and use it for video, which I probably will do soon. The maximum capacity that you can load these up with, your Peak Design is about 20 pounds. At least that's what it says online. So Peak Design is 20 pounds. The APO1 doesn't have the extra extended piece, so it'll actually take, according to the websites, 33 pounds. So way stronger and sturdier. This one, the APO2, if this is not extended, it'll actually take 17.63 pounds, extended all the way up 16.9. So pretty amazing. Packed down as small as it'll actually go. Your Peak Design is about 15.5 inches. The APO1, 20.1 inches. This one, 20.9 inches. So very, very close. Now, as I edit this video, I forgot to mention that the heads actually come off. So if you take that off, you can save 3 3/4 inches. Now, let's take a look at this. If you're doing a video or a photo of something down low, you can actually take these little silver pieces, close it up a little bit, pull it down, and extend it out. So it's like a starfish kind of thing. So you can set this down on like a riverbed or something like that, or go as low as you need to. You could even extend these out to get a little bit longer, a little bit wider, sturdier stance. So yes, you can actually take some really low photos with this. You're probably wondering about this one. It's got the centerpiece here, so can you do the same thing? Sure, you can actually star this out. Let's take a look. It has the same adjustments, but you can only go so far because this will actually hit the ground. So, genius. What they did is they took the idea from some other tripods. You pull this center hook out, which you use for weights. Flip it upside down. Lock it in, and you take your picture that way. Although this is really neat, I like this a lot better, mostly because you have a whole lot more adjustment than you do with this. So I'm a huge fan. I really like that. There is one thing that the Peak Designs tripod has that this one doesn't, and that is it's got a little hook down here so you can extend it and lock your phone. That is the one thing that this doesn't have that the Peak Design does. So, easy fix. I found something online that actually works even better, in my opinion. This little simple aluminum piece, it is a phone holder with a Arca Swiss mount to the bottom of it. It's made by Ulanzi. It's the ST-03. Once again, it's Ulanzi ST-03. I'll link it somewhere just so you guys can get it if you want it. All you do is open it up, put your phone in, just like that. Clamp it down to whatever you need. And then it's got the Arca Swiss cut on the bottom. So all you do is mount it like that. There you go. Very simple, very light. And I really like that. I don't use the phone holder a lot, to be honest with you, unless I'm doing like some sort of review on my camera. But it's such a light piece that I don't mind bringing it with me. Just so you know, let's weigh it. 2 3/4 ounces. Also, it folds down really easy, really quick as well. So the only thing that takes a little longer is to kind of clamp it down when there's nothing in it. Such a great little addition. There's also one other thing that's actually kind of genius on this. You can't see it, but they created a little ramp. So you can actually mount, it's basically a cold shoe mount. So if you have a microphone like this, let's see if we can do it. You can mount it to the bottom. So it's a lightweight phone holder with a cold shoe mount on top. And it just folds down to nothing. Weighs nothing. Alright, so let's close this out. This is an amazing little inexpensive tripod. It is going to be not only my travel tripod, it's definitely going to be that. It's going to get beat up. I'll let you guys know how the paint on this holds up. It seems pretty durable. I've hit this already on several things, so it seems pretty durable, but I will let you know in a future video how this holds up when I drop it on rocks and all that stuff, because it's gonna happen. Yes, this is actually what I decided to go with, the AP02, Smallrig AP02. What a genius little thing. Along with the Ulanzi ST-03. I saved so much money over the Peak Designs. It's lighter. It seems sturdier, stronger. It does just about everything that the Peak Design does with the addition of this. Not only does it fold down really, really well, if I want it to actually get a second one, if I'm going to do a shoot somewhere, it packs down so tiny compared to my other. I could easily put 2 of these in one pocket of my backpack versus this. Going through the airport, this is going to be so much better. This is it, guys. I'm really happy that somebody finally came out with a tripod that's extremely light, durable, a whole lot less expensive than Peak Designs, which, just my opinion, overcharges for everything. Now, I ordered these on Amazon, but you can get them on pretty much all the websites like B&H and Andromeda, I believe it is. So you can get them on both. I'm pretty happy with it. I am probably going to order a second one of these and just retire all my other tripods. just because it's so easy, so light, and convenient. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later.